Hey folks, it's John McQuills and welcome back to more Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord. Last we left off in part 19, we, unfortunately finally lost Veron Castle. They took it from us after like 3 episodes of us having it and being at war with the Western Empire. And that was to be expected. I'm just sad to see it go. We didn't want it in the first place, but it gave us some coin while we had it. But oh well. Last episode, we also managed to start being a little bit of a vulture, so to say, against the Western Empire right now, as they are currently at war with the Northern Empire. And we're pretty much just running around and trying to help with fights wherever we possibly can, and wherever... Essentially, if the Northern Empire needs help in battle, we're going to be there to try to help them and turn the tides in our favor. But that's going to entirely rely on the Northern Empire, and I really do hope that they're not currently at war with the Kuzites. The fact that Atron Castle, I'm not seeing any differences in terms of where it's going to happen, but you can really tell the Northern Empire here is kind of down to their last legs. They pretty much have lost all of their eastern territory. Argeron is their only eastern city left. I guess this is more like central, but I would consider Argeron eastern. And they only have one other castle that they've taken from another faction, so they're really not doing well. In terms of the best current standing, well, empire, it's actually going to the Southern Empire, as they hold more of their cities compared to the Western. Granted, the Western only starts with, if I can count correctly, 6 cities. The Southern Empire starts with 7. So they actually both lost 1, so they're still doing relatively, I guess, the same. But we're trying to help out the Northern Empire where we can, because frankly they need the help and I'm not sure what we can do otherwise. But right now we're trying to wait for more of our men to get healthier so we can actually, have more men to fight with, because we have some wounded individuals. If we look at our party, it's mostly of our infantry. Actually, it is entirely our infantry. We actually do have an equine who's really willing to join us. Whether or not, I don't think I'm going to bring him on, as he's going to be my only true cavalry unit, and thus I'm just going to hold off of him. I don't have a castle to put anywhere, so it's really just going to be a matter of holding on to him. As of the units, we're currently sitting at, if I can do my mathematics right, excuse me, I'm going to burp. You're currently sitting at, oh boy, that's 37 archers, so another 3 archers will be up to 40. I want to have around 50 infantrymen. That would be ideal, and I'll just keep the last 10 to these horse archers here. If we do start losing horse archers, obviously I will start bringing in maybe him as well. But we do have Tynop, so we might as well just donate as a prisoner. There's no reason for us to hold on to him. We can't do anything. We actually can't even donate prisoners, so never mind on that part. We're really just trying to be careful here and not get, hold on, this might be, it's only a party of 80, so that's not going to end well. The problem is, to get to the rest of the territory, the Western Empire, the Northern Empire has to go through the small canyon here, which means that they're going to have to, ooh, this is going to look good for us, hold on. Let's see if we're going to follow them down here, because they're definitely going to need our help. Is he going to help? Come on, we're here, you have friends here, you got to go in. He doesn't want to fight. Okay, listen, Bellathor, you're a coward. This is why I couldn't trust you. That was a major loss, unfortunately, and if Bellathor had actually gone in, I would have joined there, but, they don't see me as an ally, so I actually don't blame the AI on that decision, because usually if you have a neutral party, they're not going to expect you to fight for their side, so if I was an ally to them or a mercenary, they probably would have gone in at the start of that battle. The fact that they're not engaging right now means they're either very close, or Crowdor's party there is significantly stronger. But the fact that neither of them want to engage each other is a pretty decent telltale sign of what's happening. We actually have a party of 40 over here that hopefully we can catch. I'm kind of hoping they don't get away from us. It looks like we are going to catch them. We're definitely moving a lot faster. And they are consistently... They got some decent amount of range. They have 16 ranged. We don't have a whole lot of infantry with shields. So this is going to be a little bit problematic. I'm expecting some casualties. What do you mean? Wait, hold on, what? No, we are at war with them. Okay, for some reason I thought I said we weren't at war. So yeah, looking at Avagos' party, let's just look at his infantry. He's got a lot of wounded. Most of his archers are actually wounded. Thankfully, he has such a wounded army, because otherwise this would be pretty dangerous. Most of his army actually was pretty close and more... this is more archer-oriented army, or most archer-oriented army I've seen. They still have obviously more infantry, but they have a lot of archers compared to their infantry. They also have some prisoners. They have a decent amount of prisoners who, if we beat them, we'll get access. But those archers are probably my biggest concern, once again. They don't have a whole lot of high-level ones, so it's not too bad. But yeah, they don't have a whole lot of recruits. This is definitely going to be some casualties on our side. At this point, I'm inclined to see what they do first. Okay, this is... Are they going to charge us first? It'll be very strange to see.
Hear me!
We do have, you know, double the number of their archers. So I'm not too worried, but our infantry is certainly lacking in that regard compared to theirs. Or not lacking, but most of our infantry. They have 25, however, most of our infantry is made up of recruits. I have 8 recruits. We do have 10 infantrymen. Let's see, let me just try winning the archer battle here, because I think that's all we can do. They're not taking, no, they're taking aim at me. I'm not here. Okay. I'm trying to find the best place to put my guys, so we're not going to take super high amounts of casualties. Let's see. Are they fly? They're not taking shots at my guys, are they? They're raising arrows, so I'm gonna move them up here. I'm just gonna move them toward the archers, because if they're taking shots, if they don't see them, they shouldn't fire. So what I'm actually gonna go ahead and do here is I'm gonna see if I can get them to charge. So they have the high ground if I do move them back. So I'm trying to see if there's anywhere. Unfortunately, we spawned on the wrong side for this, and if I were to get the high ground, I'd have to move my men up, which would put them in firing range. So what I'm gonna go do is see how far back I can move my men. Because, again, trying to hold on to whatever units I can, and losing a major part of my army won't help. I can actually move them fairly far back. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and put my archers here on top of this hill. I'm just going to move the infantry right in front of them, because they should definitely still be able to shoot over for a while. The infantry is going to go into a shield wall, and I'm just going to have the horse archers just kind of go back there and wait for a bit, because there's not much I can do with them. If I charge them into this... Or horse archers in this environment won't do too well. They'll run into a lot of trees. There's a good chance I'll just lose most of them if I do engage them. I forgot to take all of it off the horse. That's not ideal. I don't know if I should spread my infantry. Let's go ahead and spread my arrows out into a loose formation, just because they're a bit more spread apart. They're already taking shots, so they have eyes on. But yeah, it's going to be my job essentially to kill at least one of them, so they're forced into a charge. Because for some reason, whenever the AI takes a single death, they're like, "Oh shit, we're getting killed. It's time to charge," and they'll just go right for it. So I'm gonna see what I can get in here. A little bit higher. He's not shifting position, so okay, a little bit more to the right, maybe. 39 on him. They're shifting a little bit. Does that fall too short? 32. If I can kill one of these archers, we're in pretty good. 30 or 28. I think just one more will do the trick. And they did a shift in position. Still no charge, interestingly enough. Is that it? I think that's a charge. Now I think we're good to fall back and rejoin our men. Right? Because, yeah, they're definitely advancing. So we're just going to get the hell out of dodge here. I'm going to move my horse archers just a little bit. Actually, you know, I don't know why I don't have them on the top of the hill. They are archers after all, and I keep holding them back in reserve like they're cavalry. So they definitely can fire arrows. There's no real reason for us to hold back with them. Because they're just as good. And I think they have more arrows than our archers. They have double the arrow count. Yeah, they have two quivers rather than one compared to our archers, which again doesn't make much sense. The archers pretty much have a free slot in terms of arrow or equipment. They have a bow, a single quiver, and like a sword of some kind. So why they don't carry more arrows, I don't know. I know the Britannian peons do carry more arrows. They'll carry 2 quivers. But yeah, this is pretty much what we wanted here. Having the uphill advantage really gives us the... It just pretty much works perfectly. They have a whole lot of shields, but their archers are pretty much unprotected, and at this point, it's going to be a game set. I can't shoot because I'm looking too far to the right. Let's see. My infantry are going to clash first, so that's to be expected. Let's see if we can get that archer in the back here. There we go. Alright, now would be ideal time to go ahead and charge our... We're losing a few men. It's to be expected. Let's charge the infantry in. Wait, that was probably as best as we could take it, to be honest. Guys, get him! Get him! There you go. Did they get past their lines? Apparently they did. So that was probably best case scenario. We took 2 infantry deaths, but we had a whole lot of promotions there. So definitely the best thing we could have done was play that safe. Again, they had a decent amount of archers, but luckily with us having the uphill advantage, it really wasn't, you know, any problem. So we look at their troops, they actually have a decent amount. We have a veteran forester, which you can't do anything with. But, ooh, that Palatine Guard is definitely coming with me, though, and the Legionary as well. Unfortunately, I would take the Medivalation. They're pretty good against cavalry, but typically in decent numbers, and while I'd need to have more of them. Whereas Imperial Cataphracts we might as well take with. We're actually running out of prisoner space, so we should be considered careful of who we're taking with. Let's go ahead and get these guys leveled up, though. I believe at the moment we are currently sitting at 38 archers. Let's just do some math here because I want to have a perfect split. So we have 16 archers. Just upgrade the archers all we can. We have trained archers, and we have veterans that we're not going to touch. Including the current Palatine Guard, we have 12, right? Did I just do the math right? We got 12, that's 10, 22 plus 16 equals 38, so we need to pick up another 2 archers, and so we'll go ahead and, do we have any archers willing to join us? Not at the moment. Well, actually, because of that, we'll take these 2 with us, take some more of the archer prisoners, we'll take some of the veterans and the trained infantrymen. We'll just take more of the veterans. And I think we'll probably stop there. In terms of these 2, since we only need 2 more, we're just going to go ahead and just pick them over right now. And if we do end up losing stuff, we'll just hold on. Archers, we'll just pick these guys from the pool that we have. But everyone else is pretty much going to be going into infantry. Because we were sitting at a nice 78 units, and at this point, we're pretty much just trying to get our infantry number up to 50. And I believe we're sitting somewhere around 27, 28 at the moment, if I just did my math correctly. But yeah, we're not doing half bad if I say so myself. We'll get these guys up into veterans. I don't know why the trained archers are down, or the trained infantrymen are down here. I didn't organize myself. But yeah, you can just kind of see, I like having this organized. And it's by rank, it's by tier. The recruits could either go, either place. And it goes infantry, imperial infantry. And that's why I don't like using a whole lot of mixed bag of units, especially between different factions, or different cultures, different kingdoms. It's really clustered, and it's really hard to organize itself through. Because it's like, goddamn, I just want to do this. Obviously, it doesn't matter too much. You can pretty much easily work around it, but I'm just being a little... I get a little lazy. I might as well pick up the recruit anyways, just because there's no real reason not to. We're sitting at 72 men with 7 wounded, so we're sitting at 79 in total for the party size, which isn't half bad. We have 5 days of food, so we'll definitely have to look into buying more in the future. We're still getting plus 449 gold, again, largely due to the fact that we don't have we have a large army, but what we don't have is a experienced army. So we're definitely not too worse for wear. Again, we have pretty much the Western Empire still at war. The Northern Empire likely won't come back from this. I'm surprised these 2 cities haven't fallen to the Kuzites. And if I'm going to guess, the Kuzites are going to win this one just based on what it is. Varcheg. It's either between the Kuzites, Vlandines, or Aserai. But again, the Kuzites are probably one of the most annoying and extremely difficult factions to beat just by their numbers and their horse archers. And that's why I'm trying to get myself spec'd into horse archers on my own, because eventually we will come across a point where we need to have ours to counter theirs. Because at that point, the only thing that's going to really counter them is archers of our own as they charge in. Because that's probably the most time you can do damage to them, is either with your initial line of archers, just hitting them as they're coming in and going for that initial circle around, or whatnot. But we're going to see what's happening over here. I think there might be something going on. I actually can't tell if the Western Empire is at war with the Northern Empire anymore, because I'm not seeing a whole lot of them. It looks like the Northern Empire is actually sieging the Kuzites from the looks of it. Now, there's no real reason of us being there. So let's see. We do have 76 men, so we can start being a little bit more, I guess, gun-ho going into territory here. It's a little bit risky. I don't know why I keep looking at that. It's a little risky given what happened to us last time, but if we don't run into another mercenary group, we should be fine. We're decently fast considering our party size. Because we do have at least, well, I thought we had more horses than we do. We should definitely look into buying some more horses, because that would increase our party, increase our movement speed. We have Fea here, who I doubt I'm going to be able to catch. What's her movement speed? She's not in a jungle, neither are a forest, and neither am I. 5.1 and 4.8. Absolutely no way we're going to be able to catch her. So let's see. We should actually see. Oh, why is she turning back on me? Okay, so she's just trailing me for whatever reason. I like to trail you in case someone else, one of their allies, comes along. But eventually she will just pull off as they head deeper and deeper into Northern Empire territory, and there's no real reason. We're actually slaughtering animals because we're almost out of food, and so that prompt pretty much is a good sign we need to buy more. Unfortunately, this isn't a whole lot here, so we'll need to make our way to the city and just kind of hope off of there. We have 2 days of food, so we'll get there with, we won't be starving by the time we get there, but we will be running low. At this point, we are pretty much still just looking for battles. If I am correct, we do have 4 workshops, right? I did buy another workshop. So we do have 4 workshops going. Surprisingly enough, these 2 aren't producing as much as I thought they would. They should be producing similar to these 2, especially since they're tied to villages that do produce those resources. I don't know if they've been raided. Maybe perhaps they've been raided or something like that. I don't know why, though. They're pretty close and deep into Battanian territory. But yeah, we're here to buy some food, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's see, what can we get here? We can get some grain for decently cheap, only 10 gold or 10 dinars. So we'll buy a good amount of it, probably only about buy 50 of it. It's going to cost us about 400 something gold, which isn't half bad, but luckily for us, we do have some wonderful goods to sell off. One thing I will actually hold on to are these weapons here. So I'm going to lock them away, and the reason why I'm holding on to these weapons is so I can smelt them down for some smithing experience and get some resources out of them as well. So we'll sell off everything else here, and we should get some actually coinage from it anyways. There's nothing, they don't have any Pugios from the looks of it, so there's nothing insane. Oh, they do have Pugios, they have a lot of Pugios, so we'll actually buy about 1,000 gold worth of Pugios, just because we can, and it's only 3 we can afford. Is there anything that we currently have? This is better than what we have, majorly so, but it's also 27,000 gold, which we currently do not have. So we'll go ahead and buy some Pugios. Again, the Pugios come with a lot of good materials when you smelt them down. If we look at our, we actually need to wait for some time to be able to smelt. So we're going to wait here for a little bit, just to kind of get ourselves that smithing skills back up. We're in no real rush to do anything. Take a quick drink while we wait. So good, so refreshing. But yeah, that should have refreshed our smithing somewhat. I'm not sure the entire refreshment. We're at 91. Okay, that's what I thought. We actually have no charcoal, so we would need to buy hardwood. I swore we had hardwood on us, but we can't even smelt this to get the wood that we would need. So we are going to actually have to buy hardwood if we want to smelt. So we just have to literally buy 1 hardwood, and then we'll be able to do a cycle of kind of just smelting down the weapons to get hardwood from them. So we'll still probably buy a decent amount of hardwood. Let's see if they have. And they have, okay, it's actually fairly cheap for hardwood. We'll buy about 10 of it, just because we can. And then what we're going to go and do is enter back in the smithy. Refine hardwood into charcoal, because well, why not? We have 61 stamina left still, and we're going to go and get our return on those wonderful little, all the hardwood that we just spent. We can keep smelting down just a little bit more. It looks like we finally run out of stamina, because stamina doesn't really like to work too well. And we have 13 hardwood with no charcoal left, so we kind of got more bang for our buck there. Smelted some stuff down, got some experience, not a whole lot. But yeah, we'll be able to smelt this stuff down and get some pretty good materials out of it. I don't know why Pugios are so cheap but contain such good materials. Let's see, we should actually head around this way before going down to the Western Territory, because heading back up is going to be a little bit safer for us if we go through there rather than through there. So I have a feeling we'll get caught, or potentially pinched more likely, as there's no real reason for the Western Empire to be up in this area at the current moment, because I don't believe they're at war with the Britannians. Let's see, what can we do here, though? Again, we're pretty much still just looking for people to fight to get our renown and experience up. We can't think of a decent amount of troops, so there's no reason, or real reason not to. We'll get more infantry for our party, and we'll just pick up all the recruits, and why the hell not, as well as veteran infantrymen. Again, fairly decent numbers. We're at 87 and 103, including us, who pretty much have 100 units. So we're included in this number, so originally we have 84 units. I gotta remember, her horse is no longer gonna be your horse. Because again, that's my horse actually. There's Asta. She might as well, yeah, we might as well actually just make her into we just might as well make her into either an archer at this point as well. Because there's no real reason for her to be on a horse. And because she's just acting as infantry. Why does she have a pureblood? I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? She has a pureblood. Why did my younger sister have one of the best horses in the game? What? I am... And one of the best armors, too. And the thing about the pureblood, it's one of the best horses, and it's a horse tier 6, yet you don't need a riding skill associated with it. A war mount, for some reason, they have a bit more HP, but you need a higher riding. She had one of the best horses and best armors for the horses you can get in the game. Where did you get this? I am just a little confused. I will not lie. Wow, that is impressive that she had that. I wonder what my little brother's gonna have then, because we still have our little brother who's still in this, and he's only, I believe, let's just check we can check ourselves for this. Let's check. Varric, he is age 16, so another 2 years. Yeah, our sister spawned with, I believe, the best horse in the game. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but that is insanely strange to see. But I mean, she's gonna be with the archers now, because why the hell not? I actually don't even know what her skills are, so can we check that real quick? She has only like 6 bow skills, but then again, she has like no other skills since she was a child. But we're gonna turn her into an archer, because archers for the win. Yeah, that was okay. That is just so strange to see. I'm honestly just, okay. You know what? Sure. Tynops, I don't know how he hasn't escaped yet. I'll be entirely honest. He should not still be in our party. Yeah, he is. Okay, we're looking for head Alpha Ghost. I'm ready to fight you. You have 69 infantry. Get your ass back here, boy. I wanna spank you. I'm gonna hit you. Come on, there we go. This man has 5 ranged units, 47 Imperial recruits. This is going to be a slaughter. We have nearly as much archers as they do Imperial recruits. This is just not okay for them. 1 cavalry, 5 range, they have 4 archers and a crossbowman. All we literally have to do is just kill one of them and get them to charge, because we have literally no reason to be losing this. There's no major uphill advantage on this map, perhaps maybe over there. So what we're just going to go ahead and do is kind of just get where we can be. Let's see. Unfortunately, I really wish this was an open battlefield. I think that would have been better to showcase what the hell we have. Let's see. We'll just split the blows to put right into here. Maybe we should move them up a little bit, because they are pretty far back there. So I think we could safely move them up, or maybe at least move them to the side over here. This might be better, since they'll be able to fire on them almost immediately. So yeah, let's go ahead and actually do that. So we're going to put our bows into this position here, to face them that direction where the enemy is facing. Do the same for our footmen, but we're going to just put them right behind for the time being. And we're going to have them wheel that way. Our horse archers don't really matter, but yeah. We should go ahead and actually put our bowmen into a loose formation, because the enemy will also do the same as they're charged with their infantry. We have the 1 Palatine Guard, the 1 veteran amongst them, the 1 godlike soldier. Most of our army is actually looking like they have shields. I don't know, that's why, okay, that's Asta with their round shield. So they're actually already taking shots, interestingly enough, so I'm curious to see where they're taking shots from. Let's see what we can do to help out. Looks like they're actually already charging, so this will probably go south for them pretty fast. Especially as our archers score kills. There's the loose formation I was expecting. We do have our marching out to archers, so we'll move up a little bit here to provide firing cover, since they are a little bit further on that. They don't have as much time to fire than people coming up on the left side of the hill here. We actually weren't able to get as many kills as I thought. It's not bad at all, though. We're still getting a pretty decent amount. Infantry, I'm actually going to go ahead and move forward now. I'm going to go ahead and move my archers back into the line. Footmen, I'm just going to have charge in and charge in. We're definitely going to lose some people here, just because we couldn't get as many kills as I thought we were going to. We're not losing too many, though. Not too... We've lost... We've only taken wounds so far, actually. That's actually really bad. That's pretty good. Hey, get your ass back here. I gotta spank you. I gotta... Okay, well, we're... Again. I also find, again, it's super interesting to see that, as we could tell, when we put this armor on the horse that we took from our sister, the armor was really glitched out. It wouldn't show the rest of it, but yet in-game it still works, so I'm not sure what's going on there. But yeah, this is a pureblood. I think it's one of the fastest, if not the fastest horses in the game. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Not really too concerned about it. But we pretty much won this battle with literally 2 casualties. There was just 2 infantry, an infantryman and... There we go. Oh, a veteran and a veteran and train. There we go, headshot, perfect. And that should be the end of the battle. And a lot of promotions, so given the losses we suffered, this is absolutely fantastic, and it could not have gone any better. But yeah, hold on, maybe we're hoping that we can find at least one more individual before, or fight one more individual before we leave. They only had looters as prisoners, but since we lost 2 trained, or we lost infantrymen, we're just going to take 2 of them in hopes that we can just replace them. The Imperial Equite still wants to join, as well as some of the archers. The fact that none of them want to join yet is confusing me a little bit, but not too much. A lot of these guys are ready to get promoted, so we might as well just do that, make them fine and dandy. get them up to veterans, get them up to trained, and get these guys up to Imperial Infantrymen. So a lot of our guys have shields. Only about 3 of our infantry don't have shields in our army. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with the Imperial Infantrymen, why they don't want to be recruited. I'm not sure what's going on there. We got a horse out of that, as well as some goods, so it's definitely nice. We got a lot of food out of it, actually. And we're going to go and just stomp there. Let's see. We could try making a risky play and going for her, or Sigiorus's, but I was going to see what else we can find. So there's Aronix, who is looking like he's got a little ranged on his side. If we were to fight them, this is definitely... I don't want to fight them in the forest. If I can get into the open area, I'm actually more than willing to fight these people. Partially so we can have our archers do the most amount of damage possible. So this is going to be risky for us to do, and let me explain why. Again, there's still 200. We won't be outnumbered terribly. It literally looks like they have just separated off, and I guess we're going to take advantage of this. Fortunately, it looks like we're going to be in another wooded area, but their numbers aren't so high. 11 ranged, about double the number they had last time, but still nothing really scary. So I'm hoping maybe we won't be in the forest, but I think we are. Oh, we are in the open plains. So this is absolutely fantastic. So they're going to move most likely into the hills, because that's what the AIs like to do. So we're just going to go ahead and do this. Again, 40 archers, just compared to that army, we can literally just decimate them. It looks like they've actually gone into a circle formation based on the distance I see here. Yeah, it definitely looks like a circle formation. Archers go into a loose formation. I'm going to have them hold arrows for the time being. There's no reason to have them there. Go and shield wall them and move our horse archers to the side so they can also get shots off. Again, we want to have our unit selection on the arrows for the sole fact of being able to tell them to use their bows again. I don't want them taking shots from here, or using firing shots from here, since they probably just waste the majority of their arrows. They only have 1 quiver of it, and I might as well. Since I have 59, there's no real reason for me to be holding on to mine. I have usually double the number that they have. With them in circle formation, I'm not too worried. I'm just going to play it mostly safe here and see if I can get a pick from riding around in a circle. I also got to be careful of the cavalry here, since he's probably my biggest concern. But yeah, if we can kill one of them and get them to charge, there we go. There's the recruit who was just died. I'm going to keep peppering him, though, just to see what we can do. I don't know if that's them firing or my guys firing. Oh, my horse archers actually, I believe, will be firing here. So they still haven't charged yet. Ooh, that was painful. Was that an arrow? Was that a... I can't tell what that was. But yeah, that hurt. I don't know. That might have been an arrow. I think that was, because I think I heard the arrow sound. It looks like they're finally charging, so we're going to resume the fire at will command. And at this point, this is probably where we're going to see the biggest change. We probably should actually move them behind. The infantry is actually really close. Why are the infantry? Are the infantry in a shield wall? Precision. They are in a shield wall. We're going to tell them to go back in the line. I don't know why they're in a shield wall. Let's see. The archers should be firing any second now. Let's see. They should be doing some major damage. I'm not seeing a whole lot of shields from that formation. But we're just going to watch. Oh, that's a talenting guard. I want him to go down if I possibly can. A little bit dangerous. They put their archers out front first, which is to be expected, but there's so little of them at this point that I'm not too worried. Yeah, we're just kind of tearing apart the formation at this point. This is where we charge in our horse archers, since they're pretty weak. We're going to just charge everyone in this now. Actually, we won't charge the archers in, we'll just keep letting them fire. But you can just tell, this is why I love archers. Archers in this game are just extremely strong. We've pretty much already broken them. No, wait, hold on. I want them to charge, not advance. We took a wound on an entrained infantryman, which isn't bad. Just a wound. It's nothing majorly, nothing bad. Looks like 3 of them are escaping to the area over there. Everyone's charging, so the horse archers should be able to catch up to them. They'll probably run into a tree, but I mean, at this point, I'm not really too surprised. The enemy, the AI in this game, when it comes to cavalry, really like trees. They like to ram their horses into trees. It doesn't do any damage to the horse, but it's just funny to see. You missed it. I don't know if you just saw that, but you just ran right past the infantryman. And I think that's... No, there's still 2 people on the map. Okay, 1 person. And it's it's the leader. So I wonder where he is. Oh, they're just fucking surrounding him. They're beating the shit out of him. Yeah! The horse archers actually got him nice. So yeah, we took 2 wounds. No deaths, only 2 casualties, and that's a fair number. Compared to killing 15 of them, we'll have 15 prisoners to choose from. But yeah, we're going to let them go because we have no real reason to. We're slowly increasing our reputation back with them. It's not going to be anything good anytime soon. Might as well hold on to them and the horse archers and inkwhites just to have them ready in case we do need to pull from some pretty good units. But we got a lot of level ups, especially from our archers though, which is real nice to see. So we're going to get everyone into veterans and whatnot. Let's see what we can do here. Imperial veteran. We're not going to level them up. I hope they... No, we still have the one legionary. We still need to fill in a lot of our infantry. We're still missing a good, decent number of them. There's still the equites. Again, the fact that they don't want to join us is making me very confused at the moment. Which makes me want to take on more infantry in the hopes of doing that, but I might as well just pull in the recruits since it seems that the other units don't want to join despite them being relatively low-tier units. So we've come across some pretty good gear here, and luckily that was actually a pretty good battle to end off. We got some pretty decent loot that will sell for a good amount. I should be paused. And yeah, that is going to be the end of the video, actually. We had a good amount done, and I really enjoyed it. But yeah, that's going to be all, folks. So if you like what you saw and you want to see more in the future, you know what to do. This has been Jumpin' Quills, and I'll see you folks in the next one.